Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are going to return to the Graystones, a band of kids in their 11 and 12 year region. They're friends.
Tweens.
They make great music. Tweens, is that what you said?
Yeah, I think they're called Tweens.
Oh. Boy, that sure makes me feel old. They are a fantastic band. We have checked out, I think, 5 songs of theirs in the past. They're really, really good. They seem to have the perfect touch for these older 70s and 80s songs that we've been looking at. But now we wanted to look at a song that was a little bit more recent. And it's still not that recent. It came out in 2012. But it's Adele's song Skyfall. Another one of those massive worldwide hits that Adele had. This one, I'm just looking at the official lyric video here, and that's it. I mean, she probably has an actual video too. The lyric video has over 700 million views. Correct me if I'm wrong, Adrian. I don't think either one of us was familiar with it until this request came around.
I had no idea what the song was or anything. I've never heard it before.
Yeah. Well, Adele is extremely popular worldwide. She's a British artist, I believe, right? Hold on, I better make sure. Yeah, she's from England, and she is one of the world's biggest stars, or at least she was for quite some time there. I'm not sure if that still counts, but she's sold over 120 million records. And she's only, she's 37 right now, so not bad. Pretty early on in her career and already over 100 million. Okay, so I don't actually know, maybe it was a standalone single. I'm not sure. See, that's how much we know about Adele. She plays piano. Okay, so most of her songs are piano-based. It'll be nice to hear this song really for the first time. I have a feeling that if we listen to this and then we go listen to the Adele version, it's going to be virtually the same because that's how good these kids are. Why don't we listen to just a couple little tiny audio clips of this song just to get a feel?
Okay.
Count to 10,000 miles and poles apart.
Okay, so we got a sense of what the song is like just from those little clips. Of course, we haven't heard the whole song before, so this is the first time listening to the whole song for both of us. Okay, now this actually dropped 7 months ago, which is, I think, the oldest clip that we've looked at so far from this band. This is from our second concert in 6th grade. Okay, so roughly 11, I would say, because it is a bit earlier.
The band, Graystones, they're just incredible. It's recreating the original sound of the covers they do. I mean, it's really phenomenal.
Let's go ahead and watch them do this, and we will discuss afterwards.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the end. I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. I'll face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. when it crumbles, we will stand tall. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I'll never be me without the security or your loving arms keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stand. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. I'll face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. I'll face it all together at Skyfall. Let the sky fall. We will stand tall at
All right, Adrian, what'd you think about that?
I don't know the song, but I'm still impressed.
Yeah, very well done. It was given a very careful reading by them, and it brought out the emotions. I am familiar somewhat with Adele because she's had a lot of hit songs, and they generally have a flavor like that for the most part. You know, like I say, it's based on the piano and tends to be very personal in nature somehow or another. The lyrics to this say things like, "This is the end, hold your breath and count to 10, feel the earth move, and then hear my heart burst again. You know, I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue. I owe them, swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together." Yeah, kind of an interesting lyric sheet.
One thing that kind of struck me at the end of the song is the sort of Beatles vibe to it, perhaps. Like it could be something from Abbey Road or maybe even Sgt. Pepper or something.
I don't know.
And just the end with, I guess, the horns and everything. I guess that's what made it sound like that. I don't know.
Well, I think anytime you have orchestration in a song like this, in some ways it's going to bring back the Beatles because they're one of the first rock bands, I think. I mean, you had the Moody Blues, sure, but I mean, Sgt. Pepper, A Day in the Life is...
Yeah.
So maybe it will remind us of some of those moments. So it turns out Skyfall was a 007 movie, okay? And apparently this was the title track. Is that right? Maybe the theme song? Okay, so it's actually track 23 from out of 30. But the movie is actually called Skyfall. So apparently it is tied to that in some way. I know nothing about the movie. Honestly, the last time I saw a James Bond movie had to have been in the 80s. So I'm definitely out of touch where it comes to that. As people probably guess when we're like, wait, it's not on her album, you know. But and it was recorded at Abbey Road Studios. Maybe that had some bearing on the sound. Probably recorded in the exact same room where A Day in the Life was recorded.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, so as far as the band itself, I finally got some names for the band members, although there were a couple people up there that I've never seen before. The trumpet playing girl and the other kid on the white electric guitar I've never seen before. I don't know if this is a rotating cast or if it's just stabilized. There's no telling. You know, and they're in California in an area where people regularly come and go depending on their jobs, you know, whatever they have. I mean, that's Silicon Valley, right? It's San Jose, California. It's right there by Mountain View and, you know, the base of San Francisco, like that peninsula. And so there's a lot of tech there. So I don't know what their parents do for a living, but there's no telling. Maybe kids came and went from the area. I've got a few names for the band. Of course, Grayson is the one on drums. Max is on bass extraordinaire. Harren on keyboards. All right, Izzy on vocals, and the other vocalist is Hope. We've seen her do lead in some of the other songs, like Logical Song. And Ishan on other guitar. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I'm not sure what the name of the sax player is, but he's excellent. And this time he had a baritone sax. They look big no matter if you're an adult or not, so it kind of, it looked big on him, but he was handling it fine, I mean, it looks like a beast and there's some weight to it, but it's, it's not like you necessarily need a stand. Anyway, kudos to you all and to those that I wasn't able to identify. Really well done on that one. And even though it's only about 6 months earlier than most of the reactions we've looked at, it was clear they were all a little bit younger. That's just enough time when you're that age that you can see differences. So they all look older today than they did in this clip. But expertly done. Really nice job. 6th grade. Looking forward to whatever comes down next. We're paying attention to the channel. They don't have a lot of stuff up yet. And there's some of the stuff goes back a little ways, and I would bet that they would prefer we wait until newer clips are out. And there probably are some we can look at, but just so you know, we're slowing our roll a little bit, but we are going to keep on featuring them on the channel. So, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? And if you're an Adele fan, how do you think they did? Since we don't really know much about Adele, and this wasn't even an album track, although it was a massive hit, nonetheless, would be interested in your thoughts. And if you have other suggestions for us, you can leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right? Don't forget, we have a second channel, Modern Rock Talk, where we put up interviews and interview reactions and other types of content that are non-music, basically focusing on acts that are touring today. So if that interests you, go take a look. In the meantime, thanks so much for joining us on this, and we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.